Harihi Om. I just want to tell you a story which is depicted, which is narrated through some Sanskrit verse. So just I'll give an English translation of it. In those days there were kings. Maybe the king Bhoja Maharaj, the king. He ruled Madhya Pradesh, Ujjaini, his capital. So what happened, in those days kings used to go out in the nights to see what is happening around. They were never dependent on the intelligence. They used to go to explore the facts. They used to disguise themselves as a different person, and they used to wander in the capital. So this Bhoja Maharaj disguised himself as some other person and is wandering in the streets of Ujjain. What happened? He saw a strange sight. There was a monk wearing the religious marks and wearing these saffron robes and having beads in his neck and looking so sacred, and he is eating a flesh. A piece of flesh was in his hands and he is eating it. Seeing this strange sight, the king, who is in disguise, approached this monk and asked, "Are, what a strange sight. You are a monk and eating flesh. What is it?" Then the monk smiled at the king and said, "Oh man, you rightly pointed out. You are right, because I should not eat flesh alone. I should eat flesh while drinking wine." He told him, "Yeah, I should eat flesh while drinking wine. I should not eat flesh without a drink. You are right," he said. The king was shocked. He was shell-shocked. Words are not coming out of his mouth. And he told, "Oh monk, even you drink?" He said. Monk smiled. "You are right. I should not just eat flesh and drink. I like the drink when it is served by the prostitute." He said. "Huh? Even you got that habit? You visit prostitutes also?" The king was astonished. He was unable to digest the fact. Then the king questioned, "To buy flesh, to drink alcohol, and to pay for prostitute, how do you get all the money? Where do you get the money for these addictions?" Then the monk said, "I get the money, you know how I get the money? I'll indulge in gambling. I'll cheat the people. I'll rob the wealth of others. I'll misguide others. I'll do all the nasty things to earn money," he said. Then the king he was shocked. There were no words in his mouth. He was shocked. He didn't know what to talk. Then the monk smiled. "Don't get shocked. While somebody falls from his own originality, he keeps falling. One habit, one addiction leads to other addiction, and other addiction leads to yet another addiction, and it brings you down. Bhrashtasya kavagati," it is said in Sanskrit. Once you start falling, tumbler, it falls from the steps. It keeps falling from one step to another and it comes down. Similarly, the mind, if you get addicted to something which is harmful, which is dangerous, it pulls you down to other habit. So be careful. This Sanskrit verse, I am not giving you the original text of it. Just I'll recite also. Bhiksho mamsa nishevanam kimuchitam. Bhiksho mamsa nishevanam kimuchitam. Kim tena madhyam vina. Madhyanchapi tava priyam. Priyamaho varanganabhissaha. This way this verse goes, but the meaning of it is important. The message it is giving is important. So be careful with your mind. Always mind the mind. Keep your mind intact, in control and in limits. Mind wants many things. Whatever mind says, if you start listening, your fall is certain. You face all kinds of humiliation from the society. You suffer all kinds of insults in society. You suffer heavy losses, and whatever your earnings, they go on waste. At certain point of time, mind becomes your master, and mind makes you play in its hands. You should be the master of your mind. Try to master your mind. If you become a slave to your mind, this is what happens. And while reading papers, while watching TV news, we see many people falling prey to many addictions and bad habits because of their feeble mindset. Their minds have become sensitive to these gray areas. And while they are indulging in these acts, they never know what happens to their future. They never know what happens to their personality. They never think of what happens to their social identity. They never think of what happens to their family. And they go on, they chase these habits and addictions, becoming mad, becoming crazy. And someday you lose your money, you lose your prestige, you lose your identity, and also ultimately you lose your health. Once you lose your health with these habits, when you are lying down on bed, you don't even get sympathy from your own family members. Try to understand this. This happened to many people. I have seen with my own eyes. You don't even get sympathy from your own family members. They won't even sympathize you in that condition. So keep your mind under your control. Certain things you get in life, certain things you can't get. Try to understand. Life is not a contract. Life is something natural. Some things you have to miss. Some things you have to understand. Certain things you have to adjust with. Everything you can't get. If you, in the name of happiness and enjoyment, if you indulge in these things, someday you will fall in a hellhole and you will suffer like anything. So be the master of your mind. Thank you.